I just want to know, are there any people out there in their 30s who feel like they're just lost and confused in their life right now? People used to tell me, just wait till you get to your 30s. It gets so much easier. I don't feel like that. Do I want to start a whole new career path? Do I want to keep my job? Do I just want to take whatever money I have left to my name and just run to Europe? Do I live in a city? Do I live on a farm where there's a bunch of cows and sheep and cute little dogs running around? I can just frolic in the flowers and just be a farm girl. I'm 33. Do I need to try and look for a husband right now? I don't know. Do I just get a van and me and my little dog just go trip around and go on little road trip adventures together and experience things? Like, that sounds fun. Do I just move to a super cheap island and just work in a smoothie shack, you know? Like, there's no right or wrong in life, but it's like there's so many options and paths that you can take that I don't know anymore. I want to do so many things, but at the same time, I don't know what to do. Also, I don't really have the financial freedom right now to be able to experience a lot of things.
It's giving boss beach. It's giving boss beach. It's giving bad bitch. Never ever play me like I'm ass. Never bring a nigga over where I lay my head. Lady in
Hey Rych Babes, it's your girl Bella Dyor, and today we're diving into something that some of us may be feeling. Feeling lost in your 30s. Oh my goodness, I don't know how many times I felt lost, and it's so weird in your 30s because half of the time you feel like you're still young and the other half of the time you're now an adult. So it's just crazy, you're coming out of school, you're starting to make decisions for yourself, you probably already maybe started a family. It's so many things that is happening, and now you're 30 years old or 30 plus and you're stuck. Whether it's about your career, relationship struggles, or just feeling like life hasn't gone the way that you planned, that lost feeling can be very overwhelming. But let me tell you, it's totally normal, and I've got some quick tips to help you find your way again. Number one is accept where you are. First and foremost, acknowledge that you're feeling lost. It's okay to not have everything figured out. The societal pressures we feel to have a perfect life at the age of 30, just fuck it. Forget about it. Life isn't a straight line, and feeling lost is just a temporary phase. Number two is reflect on what's bothering you. Sometimes we feel lost because we haven't taken the time to really reflect on what's been throwing us off. Is it that job? Is it that relationship? Your health? Write down what's bothering you so you can actually face it. When you know what the problem is, you can then start to create solutions. Of course, we got to talk about goals. Set small, achievable goals. Start small. If you feel lost in your career, set a goal to update your resume or learn a new skill. If you're struggling in a relationship, maybe start working on some self-love. Small steps create momentum, and before you know it, you're going to be feeling much better and more in control. Number four, seek support. You don't have to figure it out all on your own, whether it's therapy, talking to a trusted friend, or a community like us. Having someone to talk to can really help you with easing out the overwhelming feeling of being lost. Remember that we're doing this together. You're not alone. And number five is focus on your self-care. Most importantly, you gotta take care of you. Getting the necessary self-care routine mentally, physically, and emotionally. When you're prioritizing your well-being, everything else starts to feel just a little bit more manageable. So with that being said, Rych Babes, let's get into the rest of this video. Please make sure that you like, subscribe, and share, and I'll come back at the end with the rest of my commentary.
I believe that feeling lost in life is a sign of growth. And more than feeling lost, the real problem is that we don't allow ourselves to feel lost, meaning we place a judgment on it. We believe that we shouldn't feel lost, that we should have figured it out already, that we should be farther ahead in life. That is what creates the shame, the anxiety, and the pressure. Feeling lost simply means that we've outgrown an old version of ourselves and are now in this, granted uncomfortable, in-between place of not being super clear yet of what that new version is going to look like. But only people committed to growing experience this. Like, you have to acknowledge to yourself that the old way isn't working anymore. So many people are in denial about it and just normalize their disappointment. I don't blame them, because it takes a lot of courage to face yourself and that temporary lack of identity. But if you're going through this right now, I want you to know that you're in the most perfect place. Yes, it might feel uncomfortable, but you're birthing a new version of yourself. One that is much bigger, more authentic, and truer than the one before. So keep moving forward, because what's waiting on the other side of that is going to be so worthwhile.
So I am 31, about to be 32 this year. Am I the only 30-year-old that is struggling with what to do with their life? I feel like I should have had my life figured out by now. I know when I was like 21, I said by the age of 25, I was gonna have me my white picket fist, my husband, my 3 or 4 kids, and my little corporate job. I only got the kids, y'all. So I am trying to figure out what is my purpose in this world, what I should be doing. I'm just a little lost. Does anybody else feel this way as a 30-year-old? Because I'm just struggling.
You feel lost? That's okay. You know, the best example I can give you for that, if you feel lost sometime, whoever been to Sam's in here, or Costco? Everybody been to Sam's and Costco? Y'all remember on Sunday, my dad got a barbershop, so I used to go to Sam's every Sunday, and he get his snacks and all the stuff for the shop. He was selling the snacks. Y'all remember on Sunday when they used to have the samples at the end of the aisle? I used to get full off just samples. I used to try everything, the fish, the fish sticks, everything they had, I tried it. That's how you got to look at your dream and your goals. You got to walk around and keep tasting stuff until you say, that's good. And you walk down the aisle and go get the big bag. Does that make sense? Because that's the whole point of them doing that sample thing, is for you to taste it and be like, dang, that's good. Where is it? And usually they on the aisle where the big thing of it is. And you go buy it and it's $23.99. And now they just got you to spend $24 and they gave you a free sample. That's your mindset with your dream.
Of course you feel lost and you don't know what to do with your life, because for a majority of your life, someone else has been telling you how to live your life. And now that you're an adult and you actually have the opportunity and the freedom to choose how you want to live your life, you're scared to do so. And this can be for a myriad of reasons. One being that you're afraid of the potential judgment that you might receive from other people. And another one of those options could be that you don't really know yourself and you really don't want to put in the time or the effort to get to know yourself, or you don't even really know where to start. So the idea of actually doing it for yourself just seems overwhelming. So you kind of look towards other people to tell you who you are, because that's what you're used to anyway. And if that's the case for you, then you usually fall into a self-help healing trap, which means you scroll through TikTok and you look for other people to tell you how to live your life. And even if you're not consciously aware that you're doing this, there's a good chance that the music, the movies, the TikToks that you're watching, all the information that you're receiving in a day is pretty much just shaping who you are. Which honestly makes sense, because how else are you going to find characteristics and traits of who you want to be and how you want to develop in your life? I mean, we all have to draw inspiration from something. And if self-development and figuring out who you are is all about figuring out your characteristics, your traits, your goals, and what you aspire to do with your life, therefore you are creating your own reality, then it might be suggested to be a little bit more conscious in our own creating of our own reality. And don't worry, I'm not one of those people saying you can't ever watch trash TV again or listen to sad music, because best believe when Pink and White comes on in my car, I am not skipping it. The difference between who I was and who I am today is I don't identify with those lyrics anymore. And I'm a lot more mindful when I listen to music like that and when I watch trash TV. That I don't identify with what the people are saying, because that's just not who I am anymore. And in that same context, I'm very mindful when people are talking to me. I'm sure we have all been in conversation with somebody that we have known for a majority of our lives, or at least a few years. And it is commonplace for somebody to tell you your identity. Oh, well, we all know how much you make a big deal out of nothing. Oh, you've just always had the worst luck in that area of your life. How are you ever going to change if you agree with these labels? Not only just when people you know try to tell you that, or music or TV, but especially when you keep repeating those things to yourself. And let's not forget our fear of abandonment, which stems from our survival need of wanting to be a part of a community. So our brain literally tries to convince us that we will not survive if we do not do what the community or the pack tells us to do. This is why we follow trends that we don't even care about. This is why you wear clothes that you don't like. We do things that we don't even enjoy to impress other people. So my question to you is this: what would your life look like if you started taking accountability for your own reality? And because you decided to take accountability for creating your own reality, you also stopped caring so much about what other people thought about you. And you started doing what actually felt authentic and good for your life and the greater good of the world.
What message do you have for someone who feels like they've lost their way?
If you feel like you lost your way, I would say congratulations. If you're lost, that only means one thing: you're about to be found. And sometimes you need to lose your way in order to find a better way. Sometimes you need to lose certain things to gain better things. Sometimes certain doors have to close that you want to keep open so a better door can come into your life. So I would tell you to have patience, have faith, never lose your belief, never lose your worth, and do know better is coming for your life.
Hey, listen, bro, not too long ago, I was in a fucked up ass position, bro. Financially, mentally, physically, bro, I was fucked up. Pockets hurting like a motherfucker, bro. Didn't know which direction to take in life. I was just down bad like a motherfucker, bro. It's a little while back ago. I'm 22 now, and I can thankfully say that I'm out of that hole. You know, I feel like, you know, I deserve my props because it's like I really did it, bro. I was fucked up, like bad. I was stuck in a never-ending cycle in my 9 to 5. I was smoking weed every single day. There was times, bro, keeping it real, there was times, bro, where I would have like $40, $30 to my name, and I would use it to buy some weed. Like, looking back at that shit now, it's like, you a bum. You a real life bum. You ain't shit. Your priorities are just fucked up, you feel me? And at my job at the time, I was making like $700, $800 a week, which is not bad money, but you know, it's not like, what the fuck? I was down bad. I was spending on stupid shit. But I got fired from my job eventually, and that was probably the best thing that ever happened to me. It took me out that fucking cycle. They caught me sleeping in the car on some nut shit. But yeah, but it did put me in a position where I was going through it all. That Christmas, I couldn't buy my parents nothing. I was broke like a motherfucker. I was a bum. Like, I was disgusted at myself. I would wake up, bro, look in the mirror, and be like, what are you doing? You know? And a lot of my friends, a lot of my peoples, you know, I was like 21 at the time. I'm about to be 23 now. I was like 20. Yeah, 20, 21. A lot of my people had their lives figured out. Some of my friends went to college. Some of them went to trade school. Some of them are scammers, bro. Like, it is what it is. And it was just me, just sitting there looking stupid. Because you ain't doing shit. You gotta do some shit. Like, this is adulthood, and we're forced into it. But everything changed, bro, when I started to look within, bro. When I was like, okay, first of all, you gotta put the weed down, bro. Like, I'm sorry to break it to you. I know how crazy it sounds, bro, because I felt the same way. My weed, I ain't putting down my weed. You bugging. I ain't putting down my weed. Yeah, you putting it down. If you actually want to be somebody, bro, and you want to make some money, bro, you gotta put the weed down. That's just a fact. I've been clean now for a while, bro, and I've never felt better. I feel like my thoughts are actually my thoughts now, bro. Like, when I used to smoke, it's like I would have a thought, and it's like, is this my thought? Like, I feel like I'm just thinking shit. But now I found I don't know how to say it, my identity, bro. And that's just, it came with just stopping smoking weed, bro. Like, it's just a fact, bro. It's holding you back. That shit makes you a bum. And if you're one of those people that, you know, you an artist, you paint when you smoke, whatever, do your thing. I'm not talking about you. But for the average motherfucker, bro, that weed shit's holding you back. I'm sorry. What I started to do is, without that hole, bro, I also started meditating. You know, I started to just find myself, to connect with my higher self, the higher version of me that already knows the way. I started journaling. I started going to the park, bro. Like, we have these trees and shit outside, and we just don't take advantage of this shit. Like, bro, get out your room. You eating Rice Krispies all day in your room, playing Fortnite. You ain't gonna make it nowhere like that, bro. You feel me? And it's just, I'm making this video because if somebody out there that's going through some shit financially, mentally, physically, and you feel stuck, bro, I want you to know that you can make it out that shit. But unfortunately, you gotta do something about it, bro. Like, it's really all in your hand. This world, bro, anything you want, you can achieve. As crazy as it sounds, bro, you ask the universe for something, bro, and you back it up with some action, bro, I give you my fucking word, bro. Ain't nobody taking that shit from you. And that's just a fact, bro. Like, that shit is yours already. You feel me? The higher version of yourself already knows the way. All you gotta do is ask it. Like, bro, what I gotta do? Look within yourself. Like, I'm trying to tell you. Put the weed down, put the drugs down, and believe in yourself, bro. Stop speaking in a bad way about yourself. Like, if you're on some broke shit, don't be like, yo, bro, I'm always on some broke shit. No, you're not. You feel me? I don't have it right now, but I will have it eventually. It's coming. I already feel the money. I'm saving up for a BMW right now, and I just be sitting there in traffic sometimes, like, I feel like I'm in my BMW right now. You feel me? Like, I really feel it. Like, and I promise you, I'm getting that BMW off the lot type shit, because I'm gonna get it. That's just the type of motherfucker I am now. You feel me? I'm a completely different motherfucker than what I was 2 years ago. And that's just a fact. But I promise you, bro, everything gonna be okay. Love yourself, because the only person you stuck with every day is yourself. Alright? You can love your mom, you can love your auntie, whoever the fuck you gotta love, bro, love them. But the person that you gotta love most above all is yourself, bro. That's the motherfucker that holds you down on a daily basis. You feel me, bro? Like, just love yourself. Treat yourself kindly, bro. Speak highly of yourself. And know that you are the biggest project that you will ever work on, bro. So start today. You're wasting time. I don't care if you're 20, 25. I don't care if you're fucking 50. Your life can change at any moment. It's coming from somebody that was down bad like a motherfucker, broke, no motion, no bitches, no nothing. And today, bro, I can gladly say, you feel me? I'm in a good position. I'm happy, bro. I'm genuinely, like, I'm living this life shit. You feel me? You can do it too. I love you, bro. Lock in real quick.
I am 31 years old, and I've never been so unsure of myself so far in my life. I feel completely just like dead blocked. And I was going to do a vision board today. And I don't even know what I vision for what's next. It's like I think it would be a good idea, but then I'm second guessing, like, is this what I really want to do? Or am I just doing this because I need job security and I'm getting older? But am I going to be settling? And then I just feel like, you know, I'm willing to bank on something that's more secure that I may not really want to do than bank on something that I feel more fulfilled at. And I've never been that type of person. I've always been like, shoot for the stars, chase your dreams. But right now I'm like, baby, dreams cost and I'm broke. Like, I don't know. It's a huge just question mark.
Why do you feel like you're lost in life, like you're stuck? It's because of this one thing. And it might not be what you've been thinking about. In fact, it's something that I wasn't even thinking about until someone brought it to my attention. And that one thing is your purpose in life. When you don't know why you're waking up in the morning and what you're working towards, you're absolutely confused. The analogy here is when you don't have a purpose in life, you are a ship without a captain. What happens to that ship? It crashes. So once you know what your purpose in life is, you could start taking charge of that ship, which is your life, and take that ship in the direction that you want to go. So I have to ask you, do you know what your purpose in life is? If you don't, go to my profile and watch my pinned video where I show you how to discover.
I had a breakdown in the bathroom at work today. It's like I'm overwhelmed, but still thankful. I think I'm having a midlife crisis. It's just a lot going on right now. I just kind of had this idea of what my life would be like at 30, and my life is nowhere near what I thought that I would be doing. With my 30th birthday being in 2 months, I am literally praying for miracles because it's like, it's so much that I want to do with my life, and I haven't even done half of the shit that I want to do. And I just got to be real with myself, like, I can blame everybody for the obstacles that they have placed in my path, but I also got to be accountable and fucking blame myself for some shit too, because I could have done a lot more, but I always have some type of excuse. Well, this is going on, or life is always gonna be life. Like, that's never going to fucking stop. And I be trying to remind myself, when I get everything that God has for me, or when I get everything that I pray for, am I just gonna stop in the middle of it and not continue to fulfill my duties because I'm overwhelmed with life? Life is always gonna be life. Always! I just really want to feel fulfilled in my life, and I really do not feel fulfilled, like, at all. And I think that's why I had to fucking break down at work today, because I am truly over fucking whelmed. I don't even cry for real. I did all that being positive and meditating and whatever the fuck else while I was in the shelter. So where the fuck did that attitude go? Because, bitch, that shit went out the window. This whole fucking week, I've just been sad. Like, I don't know if I'm taking on somebody else's energy because I'm an empath or what the fuck it is. But, like, is anybody else going through this?
Is it anybody else that's in their 30s? And it's like you had a whole awakening when you turned 30, but you're lost. Like, I'm set up on, like, I don't know what I want to do, but I know I want to do something that I don't have to be spending time at a job every day. But I want to have the income to, you know what I'm saying, for my family, so we can to live, not just survive. But it's like, I don't know what I want to do. Like, it's like I'm learning myself all over again, trying to figure out, like, what I like, what I want to do. It's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's just crazy. And it's like, I want to do content, but it's like, I be in my head about the content, and it's like, oh, like, I don't know if I should do that. And it's like, I don't know. But it's just like, I want the money from content. Like, I don't want the fame. I don't want to be in the limelight. I just want to take care of my family. Like, and my husband be the same way. He just be like, dang, like, you know, we should make content. But it's like, with us working, they make it so where you don't have enough time for nothing. Like, you already got to take care of the kids. You got to make sure that you got to try to stay up on your physical, try to stay up on your mental, spiritual journey with God. It's just crazy. Like, is anybody else feeling like that? It's just me. Because I'm just like, I just want to live. I don't want to survive. I want to live. Seriously.
Is there anyone else in their 30s that is like lost and don't know what the fuck to do with your life? Like, I have a job. I'm actually walking to work now. I have a job, and don't get me wrong, I love what I do, okay? I love what I do. I don't know if I want to continue to do it. Not, you know, for one, I'm tired of working so much and never having nothing to fucking show for. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I want to switch careers, but what the fuck do I do? Also, trying out this content creator thing, you know what I'm saying, trying to post consistently and get this going. So maybe I can, you know, be home and make some money. And at least I'll have time to, like, go to my kids' school and do all the fun activities that I've already missed. Not being able to afford to take them to fun places and fun activities, but yet I'm working every fucking day. I'm tired. I'm so tired of surviving. I'm tired of surviving. I want to live. Like, I don't want to have to find a second job just to afford a place. Like, I'm already fucking tired with one. Then these places are charging $1 million for like 2-bedroom apartments, and it's fucking ridiculous. I just want to pack up me and all my kids' stuff and move us the fuck out of the country, because America is a fucking joke, okay? But like, I really like, what do I do right now? What do I fucking do? I'm trying to stay positive. I got my head up, and all the good shit that anybody can tell you. I'm doing all of that, but I'm tired. I've been on at least 4 or 5 interviews the last 2 or 3 weeks, and I still have nothing to show for that. Like, you know, at this point, I'll go to fucking McDonald's for a second job and work. You know, I just need some extra fucking money. I don't know. And then a part of me, like, being in my 30s, I'm feeling like, oh, you're way too old to be having these feelings. You're way too old to be not know what the fuck you want to do with your life if you have kids. You know, like, and I know I shouldn't feel like that, but those thoughts are creeping in, and I'm trying to let it go. But Oh my God. I'm overwhelmed. I'm so fucking overwhelmed. But yeah, that's my little rant for right now, and I'm just wondering, is anybody else that feel like that? Like, I know I can't be the only one that's feeling lost in this. Even if you're not in your 30s, even if people in their 20s are fucking lost too. Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck are we doing? What do we do? Okay, so after all that, I'm gonna just end this with saying, y'all, we just gotta keep going. We just gotta keep going. We gotta keep going. We gotta pray. It'll get better. We just gotta get through this little hump. And I know that, but I'm fucking tired. But yeah, y'all, we just gotta keep pushing. Yeah.
Yes, 1,000%. I'm 35 and I feel lost, confused, without a destination. It's hard to think, what's next? What am I doing with my career? What am I doing with my personal life? What am I doing with my physical well-being? What am I doing with this, with that, to achieve certain goals and actions? And I don't even know if I have the right goals or if I'm taking the right actions. This video, watch the original video, it brings up a lot of good points of like, should I move to Europe? Should I just run away? Should I move to an island and work in a smoothie shop? Like, these things go through my head as well. One thing I will say is that a big thing that I wanted in my personal life, after a lot of years of upheaval and just turmoil from like living in addiction, living without purpose, was just community. I wanted community, and I was able to find that recently, and that has been a huge gift for me. But yeah, I'm 35, like I said, and I don't really know where I'm going from here. But I think that's okay. I think it's okay not really to know, and I don't know that anyone actually knows what they're doing next. Like, is it best if I move cities again, pull a geographic? I don't know that that's best. Is it best that I go to Mexico and live there part-time? These are questions that I'm asking myself seriously. And they seem to bottle up on the weekends, and I seem to have time to really mull over them and ruminate on these questions when I'm able to just like pause and take a break. Like I said about community though, relationships are really important, and I think we have to use our relationships with our family, chosen family, biological family, whatever, our friends as well, to kind of figure out what our strengths are, where our passions lie, what our interests are, and where we can kind of figure things out from there. That's not to say that provides an exact roadmap or solution, but it does provide kind of like an outlet to explore what should I be doing next. But I say that, and then I'm not necessarily taking my own advice. Like, I am currently working in advertising and marketing, and I don't know if that's what I want to be doing for the rest of my life, what my next steps look like in terms of career. Do I want to go into more like biotech or pharmaceutical advertising, or do I want to get out of advertising altogether, like, and more so do creative production, or shift gears entirely to something very different? I don't know. But again, it's okay to not know. I have to kind of be comfortable with the fact that I'm 35 and a little bit directionless, but at least I have things that occupy my time, not necessarily distract me, but there are, sure, everything's kind of a distraction in a way. I have things to occupy my time, and with people who I enjoy doing those things. So that's kind of a win-win in this moment. Hopefully something about that ramble was helpful to someone out there. It was helpful for me to just chit-chat. Love ya. Bye.
Is anyone else in their 30s and feeling extremely lost? Because I am. I turned 30 in January, and I was feeling like this previously, but it's even worse now. It is this sense of anxiety and just feeling so lost within my life. I'm questioning everything that I'm doing, how I'm spending my time, what I'm doing with my life, and it's coming with a lot of fear and anxiety about making the right decision because I've got so much internal pressure on myself to make a change that because of this, I'm then not able to make a decision. I'm feeling stagnant in my life and my career. I feel like I have not seen much growth within myself and what I'm doing with my life, which then in turn makes me feel like I'm a failure and I am not good at what I do. I haven't achieved anything, and it just comes with a bombardment of feelings. It's also the fact that because of the fear and anxiety and the pressure I'm putting on myself to try and get out of this rut, it's also making me question what needs to be done. I'm fearful because I don't know what needs to change. I'm too scared to make a decision because I'm terrified of making the wrong decision. Because for me, being 30, even though that's still extremely young, I feel like I should have my shit together. And I'm sitting here feeling probably the most lost that I've ever felt in my life, which is saying something because my 20s was an experience. But it's just this overwhelming sense of pressure, anxiety, and fear that is not controlling me, but it is taking up a significant part of my thoughts and my life. I'm almost feeling like I'm in a state of sleep paralysis, even though I've never experienced it, but from what I've read about it, it feels like I am kind of just in this state where I'm unable to move and I'm unable to take the next step because I'm so fearful of making the wrong decision. I don't know what needs to change and all of those feelings. So if you, like myself, are feeling this way or you have felt this way in your 30s, I would love to hear from you. You're not alone. I am feeling like this, and I'm sure plenty of other people out there are as well, but it just doesn't seem to be talked about very often. So I'm opening it up to anyone that wants to share their experiences or how they are currently feeling.
Feeling lost in your 30s is really such a bizarre feeling because it just comes in waves. One second you're on this high and you're like, yes, I love my 30s, everything's amazing. And the next day it's like, I've seen one too many pregnancy announcements, one too many weddings, one too many engagements. When is this happening for me? Nothing is happening for me. I have no prospects. What am I doing in life? This is like my internal battle every day. I'm like, am I where I'm supposed to be? Do I need to move again? I don't even know. The only thing I know is that I don't know. To be honest, that is not the most comforting feeling, especially someone who is 31. I'm like, I should know something. It's like, I know I'm gonna figure it out. I know whatever is gonna work out for me is meant for me, but like, can I get a sneak peek? Can I get like a sign that like I'm on the right path, I'm in the right place? And it's hard because the like not knowing, sometimes it is so scary, but then again, at the same time, it can be so exciting because I mean, gosh, I could marry a billionaire. Like, I don't know. So yeah, to all my girls who are in their 30s or maybe even in your 20s, late 20s, feeling this, just know that like, I get it. I'm right there with you, sister. And I love you. Okay, bye.
I just turned 30. I want to pass on the advice that my mentor gave me when I was in my early 20s. Everything in life is just a phase. When I was in my 20s, I was so lost and resentful. I felt like I had wasted 4 years studying something that I didn't give a fuck about. I was working for a big 4 bank in a grad role and everyone in my team hated what they did. I felt like I was disappointing the naive younger version of myself who was like, I don't want to work for money. I want to do something that's meaningful. I was so stuck. But that was 10 years ago now, and I can't believe how much things have changed. It doesn't bother me anymore that I don't use my degree, and I have really switched my mindset on what it means to be helping others. But I am going through a different phase. I'm worried about starting a family when I haven't healed my childhood trauma. Whatever you're going through at the moment feels like the biggest hurdle. It seems like something that you'll never see through, and over time you realize you will. There's nothing you can do about your worry. don't worry about it. If there's something you can do, you don't need to worry either.
So, my Rych Babes, feeling lost in your 30s plus isn't the end of the world. It's actually an opportunity for a fresh start. You're always still learning and growing and evolving. Take a deep breath. Follow those steps and trust that everything is going to work out in time. Remember, it's all part of the journey. Thank you so much for tuning in, Rych Babes. I'm feeling a lot better than I have in the last couple of days. Again, thank you all for the support to the channel. Please make sure that you drop a comment below if you ever felt lost and how you found your way out of it. Don't forget to check out Rych Milan Co for tools, guides, and digital products to help you get back on track. And again, Rych Babes, I love you and I will see you next time. Stay rich.